Alright, I'm just gonna start my cameras up and do a quick intro. And do you want to go in front of me or behind me? Up to you. Sorry? Happy to go in front if you want me to go in front. Hello my friends, an impromptu meeting up with WestonSuperMotoVlog and his fine lady. He's on his Harley Sportster. I'm on Norma the Nomad. We've just been to the Jolly Roger, which we stopped in last week on the social ride. WestonSuperMotoVlogs put a little message on our chat page this morning that he was coming down, and did we fancy joining him? It was a bit of a mad rush for me, but I've made it. So we've been to Jolly Roger. I was going to film that, but I didn't have time to get set up. I locked my keys in the garage and everything in my haste this morning. Anyway, so we're on our way now to Dartmeet, across the moors. We're going to stop there for a little while, and I thought I'd have a little chat about the Saddlebags social ride, a bit of a reflection. Noisy. Apologies for the view through the screen. I'll use the camera down low as much as I can, or I'll just keep looking out to the side. Don't worry, I am looking where we're going. Yeah, so thinking back to the social ride last week, before I begin, I just want to say a very special thank you, or huge thank you, to Peter Hutchison, who was my tail end Charlie Exeter rider, who thankfully led a second group, and WestonSuperMotoVlog in front, who ran as tail gunner for that group. So the forecast wasn't looking good for the social ride, and when I got this photo sent to me at 8:30 in the morning, that was Ollie. He was coming over the moors. Yeah, my heart sank. But there's no cancelling, no postponing. People would book places to stay, so we just had to go ahead with it. Now, to my amazement, 45 people, or 45 bikes, were in the car park at Tesco's by the bins. There was some very familiar faces, a few friends, a few guys that have been to the previous social rides. There was also some new faces, really nice to see, nice to put some faces to names, although I won't remember all of them. There was just far too many to take in, and I'm not great with names anyway. Yeah, but some real surprises. There was Cragger Glynn on a CRF 300, and that was a bit of a double take. I saw him and it just kind of didn't register. I thought, no. Well, he's come all the way down from flipping Snowdonia. Big Pezza was there, didn't expect to see him. Tom, hello Tom, thank you so much for coming. Oh, there was at least a dozen moto vloggers. The usual suspects, Exeter rider, WestonSuperMotoVlog. I'm going to forget somebody. Let's just mention Hippo Drones, the rhythmic biker, incredible, and Bandit Man UK, Richard and Carol. Anybody that's followed my channel for any time will know I've mentioned them before. and they're partly my reason for starting YouTube in the first place. So my heroes, slightly starstruck. What an awesome turnout. Now, I didn't video myself, and that's partly because I want to meet everybody on a sort of a personal level, and partly because I have to focus on organising everything to some extent. I look at this, I just love this part of the Moor. This is dropping down into Widecombe in the Moor. It's stunning. Yeah, so I have to kind of organise things, and I think if I didn't, everybody would be still stood around the car park at Tesco's until midday. So like I say, Exeter Rider and Western SuperMotoVlog enabled me to split the group up into two, which was fantastic. We left Tesco's and made our way to Tavistock. When we first got to Dartmoor, it was all a little bit murky, misty still, but not as bad as it was first thing in the morning. It was slowly clearing, and in fact I think it added to the sort of the drama of Dartmoor, with the clouds sitting in the valleys and a little bit misty here and there. And we had our first stop, which is a few miles out of Morton Hampstead, and Flapjack Phil shared his wares. Oh, they're amazing flapjacks. I'm sure everybody enjoyed those. I mean, Flapjack Phil, you want to start charging for them? Absolutely delicious, thank you. Then it was a quick ride on to Morton Hampstead, toilet break for anyone who needed it, onto Bovey Tracey and a stop at Jolly's. Yes, the Jolly Roger, where Phil and I have just left now. Chris there, he remembered me by name. That's quite amazing when you think how many people he must meet every day. Coming into Widecombe in the Moor now. Such a pretty little village. Oh, they got, oh, of course, it's a blooming, some sort of royal thing happening today, isn't there? We've disturbed the peace nicely. Oops. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, we stopped at the Jolly Roger. That was a really cool place. Lots to see in there. Got a cafe with a decent coffee, reasonable grub, very nice. And then it was on to where we're going now, across the moors from sort of Haytor to Dartmeet. Absolutely fantastic to see everybody enjoying themselves. It's hard to believe the distances that some people travel to make the ride. There were several guys from the Midlands with Banditman UK, Lone Wally, others, Paulie. Hello, little brand new one. I met Butty Back and DCT Dave had come all the way from Wales. Mr. Greg on his 850 BMW 850R, he came over from the Isle of Wight that morning and he went back to the Isle of Wight that evening. I mean, that is a long day. That's a long ass day. Kudos to you, my friend. Of course, there was Wazza. He's from all the way down in West Cornwall, somewhere around Helston. Well, yeah, guys from all over the place. I'll tell you what, I don't know how to describe this, but I got quite a different perspective of the ride to most people, because I just, as a lead rider, you just go along in front, all the action's behind you. I just sort of point at places for people to stop as markers and see everybody at the next stop. But every now and then, especially over Dartmoor, when you get a view in the mirror where you can see sort of a mile or more of road, and you can see a long train of bikes behind you, I tell you what, it's quite emotional. A really, really good feeling anyway. Now, I get quite anxious, I guess is the word, and stressed about the social ride, and I did tell quite a lot of people in the lead up, in the week leading up to this social ride, that this would be the last one, or it's likely to be the last one, because honestly by the Saturday I feel quite sick. With all the worry about will everything go right, and well, you can imagine there's a number of things that could go wrong. So yeah, I was reluctant to do another one, but having said that, after seeing everybody sort of enjoying themselves and laughing and chatting and making friends, it is heartwarming. I absolutely love that. And the fact that I got guys like Exeter Rider, WestonSuperMotoVlog, who are happy to take a group away from my responsibility, so sort of halving it for me, and then Peter Hutchison, obviously, and new biker, he was on call throughout the ride. He would have been happy to step in at any point had I needed any help with anything. So knowing I've got all these guys back up, yeah, I'll probably do another one. I do get stressed in the lead up, but I get so much satisfaction from the day itself, and watching the guys' videos back. You will find a link in the description to all the channels that were present. I have no idea who was filming, but I am sharing their videos both on YouTube and through my Saddlebags Facebook pages. But if you want to go and root those channels out for yourself, go into the description and find the links. I'm sure there was at least 12 channels involved. Not sure what else to say really. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that came. A real pleasure meeting you all. I'm sorry, got a bit noisy in there. Yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't get a lot of time to talk to you. But I did have to spread myself quite thinly. I'm sure you can understand. beautiful view here as we drop down into Dartmeet. Look at that, stunning. Now I don't know if he's stopping in the car park at Dartmeet, but anyway, we'll leave it there for today. Huge thank you to all those that came to this social ride, those that didn't for the forecast, etc. I totally understand. Here's to the next one. Now until next time, take care. Ciao for now. Bye bye. Say ba-ba.
Ba-ba.
Oh, a quick PS. Now, Quinn Peaks Biker, he sent, some time ago, he sent me this, high vis. Well, I lent that to WestonSuperMotoVlog for the day. And yeah, he wore that throughout Devon. Fair play. Adios.